So it's now event season. If you're an event, exhibition, open day or summer fair, give the team at Fast Signs a call. They can help your event stand or stall, stand out and make a statement. From banners and flags to tablecloths and backdrops, the team at Fast Signs would love to have a chat with you and see how they can help. Just check out fastsigns.com/Leeds, and if you mention the Lot Pod, I'm fairly certain the guys, Andy and the team, will give you a really good deal. Hi everybody, welcome to the Lot Pod, the Leeds Rhinos Lot 17-8 podcast, kindly sponsored by Fast Signs, producer Chris, Eddy and Phil, all here for this one. How are we, chaps?
I'm good.
I thought no one was going to speak then.
You normally give us a bit of intro. You normally give us an intro.
Who's asking? Who's asking? Who's interested?
We've had an interesting week, haven't we?
We've had probably one of the best Fridays.
Well, yeah, you can't ask for much better than that, can you?
We had Danny Maguire, went down to Brotherhood on Friday and recorded with Danny Maguire. He was absolutely amazing.
How well did he look? Looked like he'd been on holiday for...
Looked like he'd been on holiday. He said he out. Looked like he could still play.
Yeah, no.
Mentioned on the pod about something about almost
very fit.
Yeah,
playing again. Tons of great stuff from him.
Yeah, he's just speaks well about the game, doesn't he? And
no one speaks
should
back.
Should be back in and around Rugby League very soon. It's a shame that he's not passing all that knowledge and information on to the next generation and as such.
Can't speak for him, obviously, but I think with all shit he's been through, Cass and everything, there's some fireworks going off.
I don't know if they were fireworks.
I don't know what that means.
Or gunshots.
There's a big gathering just down the road, some kind of...
We're all celebrating. I think it was nice for him just to talk rugby for...
It was
talk Leeds Rhinos as well. For
talk about what he loves more than most, the Lot Pod. And
the goat.
The absolute greatest. Thanks to Danny for sparing his time. Thanks to everybody that submitting questions as well. We did get a lot of questions that were similar, so we kind of moulded them into like one and kind of twisted them. So, and we're very, very lucky because like Danny come down, Terry come down, Barry, Yestin, Rob Oates, Gary Everington, and I just feel they're all so nice as well.
Well, they're not going to come on and be absolute bastards.
You know what I mean? No, but I mean... Sorry. Yeah. They're nice on the pod, but themselves, they're full of class, aren't they?
And it's really weird for us, isn't it? I know you know Danny anyway, don't you? But we sat and watched these guys, and it's like really humbling to meet them, isn't it?
Really humbling to meet them, for Danny and Terry and Barry to come and shake your hand and say, hi, Eddie. Hi, Chris. I'm just like, you're not supposed to know who I am.
They don't need to do it, do they?
That's the thing. They don't need to do it. Not only do they spare the time, they're not, but them even off camera, they're so...
Yeah, it's just...
It just oozes class. They all do.
Surreal for me. I'm sure it is for you as well. Mm-hmm. And,
I think it sums up the game, though, Rugby League.
It does, and I think across the whole Rugby League sport in general, the players are accessible, aren't they? You'll see them on Sky and playing rugby on a Friday night, but then you'll see them down at your local rugby club supporting it and giving it back to where they've come from and stuff and things like that. So I think across the whole Rugby League sport in general, I think the players are accessible, they're down to earth, and they still look to give back to where they've come from in them community clubs, which is great
brilliant.
To see.
Because my wife were like, well, you finally met him, when we got back. How was it? And I was like, it was great. I said, how was it? Like, he's just
a really nice guy.
And it's not like he is Danny Maguire, etc. But it was just like talking almost to a Rhinos fan.
Yeah.
Like,
and talking about stuff that, like we said, we watched on sidelines and stuff, and it's really weird to get their perspective, isn't it? But really nice. And he opened up a bit, didn't he? I mean...
He did, yeah.
I'm sure there's stuff that he'd want to say that he can't, but... It was more Leeds Rhinos focused anyway, wasn't it?
Of course it was.
And a bit of Leeds United in there.
A little bit of Leeds United, a little bit of Hull KR, and a tiny, tiny smattering of Cass. Thanks to Fast Signs sponsoring us as always and supporting us. And again, thanks to Brotherhood for putting us up again. They're probably available soon. It's in 2 parts. I think it's an hour and 20, an hour 15.
Yeah, and so I think we're going to split it into 2 just to make it easier for people to digest. Because we could have gone on for 3-4 hours, couldn't we?
How long did we go on for? 6 hours? 6 hours and we sliced it down. Danny was like, guys, I need to go home.
We even had a good pod before the pod with Danny.
We did, didn't we? We were podding before the pod, and Chris was like, We're
as long as you don't cut that bit where it says I were a good rugby player, Chris.
Yeah, he did actually say that. Can we cut that out?
Have I deleted that bit?
That's made my weekend.
He did say it with a bit of a smirk on his face.
No, he did. No, cut that bit.
So make sure you do subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll be notified as soon as those podcasts are available to watch. And if you do follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen on Friday as well that we announced that we're going back down to Headingley soon to record with the incoming Leeds Rhinos CEO.
That is going to be interesting,
Jamie
isn't it?
Jones Buchanan. And of course, we would like you to submit your questions, lot17a@outlook.com, or you can leave a comment on the Instagram post, which is there. Can't wait for that. It'll be amazing to speak with Jamie. We're just working. We're just so lucky with.
Yeah, we've got others in pipeline, haven't we?
We've got others in the pipeline, so we should have even more announcements coming soon, so bear with us. But yeah, we're down with Jamie soon, so if you want to submit your question, leave a comment on the Instagram post or lot17a@outlook.com. And of course, we're heading back to Brotherhood as well for the Battle of the Podcasts, Lot Pod versus the Knock On Effect, which is, of course, Jared O'Connor and Tom Nicholson-Watton's podcast. We're going to go head-to-head in a Battle of the Podcast at the Brotherhood Bar on Tuesday, the 26th of August at 7 p.m. Tickets are $5, which is so cheap. It's just beyond a joke. So please come down there. Tickets will be available on the link on the top pinned comment on this YouTube video, or again, head over to our Instagram page. All the details are there, and I know Jared recently put on his Instagram as well for the Eventbrite link too. So get your tickets and pop on down. Match review panel time. We're going to review the game. We're going to hand out our Lackey Miller Fast Science Player of the Match, and then we're going to preview the Hull KR game. Bog standard podcast stuff, really. Castleford 6, Leeds Rhinos 64. I actually want to start on a massive negative.
Go on.
I only predicted Leeds by 44.
You're slacking, aren't you? I think I said 18.
Why? You said 18. Who was on with us? Kirsty.
Yeah.
Kirsty.
She said 3. She said Leeds by 3.
To be fair, though,
Rugby Union drop goal.
Cass do usually turn up. I mean, there's circumstances into why they haven't, but they were pathetic.
Yeah, he is. I think Leeds have had it coming for a while, though. As performances have been gearing towards.
You mean
scoring quite a few points?
Someone's been in the pipeline. I agree.
And it would just Cass's turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean,
KR next.
We were really professional performance.
That's something. Sorry, we'll go to the positives and then we'll jump in. Positives. Everything. Everyone.
Everything. Like I said, good Saturday afternoon. Took quite a lot of fans. Scored a lot of points.
Yeah, the away end.
Played some good attacking rugby. Like I said, it's been coming for a while with. The performance is what we've put in 20 minutes here, half an hour there, or 1 half, second half, whatever.
Yeah.
We haven't quite put it together. And I know we can talk about the standard of the opposition, but
doesn't matter.
You can only got to beat what's in front of you.
We've played poor opposition this year already, and we haven't done that, have we?
Exactly.
We haven't gone out and put us foot on the throat in the first half.
And it was good to see. I think that what's one of the pleasing things for us as well and the team and Brad Arthur is that they were clinical. When they got into them, we got into them attacking positions. We were coming away with points, so it's good to get into that mindset.
Quite a few different point scorers as well, weren't there?
Yeah.
We should have had more, really. I mean, Ash dropped one over the line. I'm sure there were a few more that.
Connor got held up, didn't he, on line?
Yeah.
What it Connor? Probably a few more forgotten. Sorry, I did interrupt you. Is your biggest positive that we didn't kind of put our foot off the gas and just went straight to the jugular?
And from the first half, we've struggled. Like, you look at there's Cass games before, Huddersfield, Salford. We've
had to chase that game.
We've barely been winning at half time.
Yeah.
And we could have been 50 up by half time on Saturday. So it was just pleasing, but the whole team looked on it.
Yeah.
And you can only play who you in front of you, right? And there's still Super League players, aren't there?
Yeah. And there's
really
technically in league standings, Chris, there's worse teams than them in Super League.
Well, yeah, there is, isn't there?
Unbelievably.
I do think they've given up, though, Cass. I think that's it.
Oh, yeah, they're from the towel.
They're on a beach somewhere, aren't they?
Yeah, they're done.
It must be horrible for Cass fans. Not bothered, but...
I did feel for them. But
did you?
Yeah, I did.
There weren't hardly any of them there, so I won't worry
about to say, because what was it? I'm jumping ahead slightly. 30-0 after half an hour-ish.
We were scoring at a point a minute, weren't we?
Yeah.
Just until half-time.
I did think quite a lot of them were still there, whereas if it had been Leeds in that cast situation as they're in, 30-0, I'd be like...
Listen,
Wow.
I've been there. I've been there
we've
before
been there,
and gutted it out with Cast fans when they absolutely trounced us a few years ago. It's 60 points to 10.
64-10, and Brian McDermott said on pitch afterwards, didn't he?
Yeah.
We'll be in the grand final.
And I had to
and I believed him.
Chris Chester didn't say that after that, though.
No, he didn't. He said some choice words about all those Cast players in the sheds.
I thought that were a bit poor form, that, personally.
I think he's in a rock and hard place, and he's got to come out and say something because it wasn't acceptable, is it? But
I think he went a bit far.
I didn't see it.
Well, it just
basically
said most of them will be gone. Blah, 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 blah. It's not acceptable, which it isn't. But end of the day, look where they are and look what situation they're in.
Whenever that happens, I often feel like he's just preaching to the fans there.
All he's doing is trying to big up the new coach. So
big up the new coach and just say to the fans, look, half of these are going to be gone.
I hope he's got a 28-day cooling off period.
To be fair, he did say that, didn't he, Chris Chester? So I don't know whether he'll be ripping his contract up after watching this. But they've not named him, but it's Ryan Carr, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ryan Carr, I remember him.
Good coach.
Yeah, I remember him.
Did coach with us for a bit.
He was at Featherstone, wasn't he? And then went to Fev.
Yeah, he'll be all right for him, I think.
Is that just announced today?
They hadn't announced it.
Oh, right.
But it's like common knowledge. I think they hadn't announced it because they might have watched that game and gone, like this.
Yeah, I'm not coming.
Could have been worse. Could have been like Brad Arthur when he landed when he signed and went to Waddington and Waters got walloped there.
Yeah.
And he still stayed.
Imagine if he'd have come and been starting stands. Start on Monday.
I'm Brad. Has anyone seen Brad? What's that? It's gone. It's gone, right? It's gone.
I do think him signing for next year might have had an effect on that performance. I think it'll have...
Brad for Leeds?
Yeah.
Sorry, massively.
Well, I think it'll have a good effect for the rest of the year, to be honest.
Part of me is, and again, this is just me, is thinking that it's been done on purpose. That they've delayed it and thought...
Possibly. We don't know what goes on.
Let's delay it and say, right at the
He's
crunch.
known for a while he's going to stay. I think it's just... He had to... Whether it is delayed for that reason, I don't know. But
I don't know.
It's definitely going to have an effect.
From what we know and what we've seen, he's got real good integrity, hasn't he? And he's a man of his word. And I know he said when he was going to give that day, well, you'll find out what's happening on that day. He stuck to that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Whether that's for them reasons, but I think he's got real good values, morals. He's got real high integrity, and whether the club's manage that, the club's really good at managing that type of stuff around it out. When they put news out and dates and all that type of stuff. But yeah, I think I agree with I think it will push the team on now because they know that we can build on all the good stuff what he's done now, and we're not going to enter another transition period.
I thought his team selection was absolutely bang on as well. I thought it was really good to give Andy Ackers a full game. Bradderton knew that we're going to beat him. Yeah. And it's a good... I thought Andy Ackers was brilliant, actually. And it'll be really good for his confidence, won't it? We're going to get into that anyway, aren't we? But I thought the actual squad and how he rotated players was really good. So that were a big positive. Because sometimes we're critical of coaches and how they reintroduce players or don't use the subs, but...
What do we know?
He did leave him on bench of the week for 80 minutes.
Well, he cited that. He cited that as one of the reasons why he started him. He said he was really good.
How he handled it.
Look, you're not going to get.
So he deserves a game.
Yeah.
Particularly like you say when everyone knows.
Yeah.
We're going to win by 64.
3.
By 3. I'm joking. Hankinson to Miller. I felt like when Miller can run in onto that ball, that's a very Lackey Miller Leeds type when he goes on a crazy run. But for Hankinson to kind of scoot in and spot that.
He did spot it, and it was really well played, that by Hankinson. But the run was bonkers.
The run was crazy.
Can you just score at some point?
He just kept running and starting to try to tackle him. Miller throws someone off, and then he'd jump over them, and then eventually got tackled. There,
Terrace going,
he's going to score.
Please score this, Lackey, because it'll be bonkers.
But you could see Lockie Miller. As soon as Hankinson got ball, his vision, you could see him pick the gap straight away, and he'd set off, and it just how they just aligned to each other.
But you're right, the awareness from Hankinson, he's only been here 2 minutes.
I thought he had a great game.
I thought he played really well, but I thought as soon as he hit that pass, I thought he's only been here a week, 2-3 weeks, and he already knows that Miller will make that run. I think
that was such a good read. What it showed is why we signed him for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
and he is quite a big guy, isn't he?
He's versatile as well, and he moved into...
He moved into full-back. He's quite a big guy, and he's just got a bit more... quite a lot more experience than younger kids we've been playing, and it might be vital, that.
Yeah, could be.
And I sort of forgave him for his performance against Ulkaya because he'd been thrown inside.
You're thrown in, and against playing Ulkaya is a tough game.
Yeah, but I mean, I can see why we signed him, and I thought he played well.
Yeah,
but they couldn't get hold of Lockie all day.
Could have played in it.
That's the first tackle, I think, if I'm right. And then Connor goes straight to Connor on the first
tackle, yeah.
Who just goes,
that's some balls at it.
Yeah, exactly. Newman's way.
And then he nearly dropped it.
I know Harry's out there, puts it on a plate. Harry with a bit of jungling act to try. But the absolute courage of Jake Connor. And I know it's Cass, and we can, I know maybe we can keep saying that, but I think Jake Connor would have kicked that
any side you play
or in the grand final.
Yeah,
and that's what I love about it.
I just when he juggled it, I'm like, don't drop this, Harry.
Yeah. But did you feel the second he kicked it, we were going to score?
Yeah, it was obvious. It were obvious from where I stood. I'm like, he's going to kick this. We're going to score.
The second he shaped to kick, I thought
again,
we scored.
it's his vision, though, isn't it?
Scored.
And like you said, he's playing with such confidence at minute. Everything he does just seems to come off, doesn't it? Whether it's a kick, a pass, or whatever. And for him just to look up and see all that space, the quickest way he could get that ball there was just with a kick, and it was precision, wasn't it?
But it must not, because we always wax lyrical about Jake, and we have done all year. But it must feel so good to the other Leeds players that he's in such red-hot form, as if to say, if we give him ball...
what they've got to do is, they've got to be aware. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, it's fine.
They've got to be aware, aren't they?
They've got to be aware of what's coming.
Because he's going to do something like that. And I think they are. Yeah. Harry knew.
It's coming, yeah.
Harry knew we were going to kick it.
Whether it's the first at Castaway or it's the first tackle in grand final.
Even with them, like you said, they all seem to be in sync with each other at the minute. Because I think there were a point further on in game when Eddy Newman had ball and he's coming across and he's shouting for somebody to straighten up or hit the gap, and they hadn't done it, and he's giving them a bit of a rollicking, you know. And then Ash put that little kick through, didn't he, when Bentley scored. And we've seen that before. So I think a lot of them are just a lot more in sync now. But like you said, have that confidence to know that if the space is there, expect to pass a kick or whatever.
Because I'm going to find you.
Yeah, he will find you whatever. I
felt really sorry for that young kid at fullback.
He didn't have a bad game, though, did he?
He didn't have a bad game. He's not a fullback, though, apparently. He's a half-back.
What's his name? Wheatley? I can't remember his name.
He just... When Cass fans were stood behind the sticks near us, which there were quite a lot, he looked so small and like young, and I'm like...
He did look about 15.
Like, poor lad.
Yeah, and like you said...
He was probably their best player.
Yeah, he was, and that's, you know, in fairness...
That's the kid who scored.
Yeah, he took his try well.
I just thought, oh my God. But when Bentley scored and he slipped, I'm like, oh, poor sod.
No, like you said, it's bad, innit, when we're sort of like highlighted him as their
best player
when they've got, but yeah, for us, like I said, I think a lot of them are just in sync now with, and it should only get better the more times they play with.
Yeah, they have been saying that all year, haven't they?
Yeah,
we're not at his best. At some point, we'll start clicking, and you never know. It could be these last run of games.
It's going to click for the running.
Yeah. Croft seems to be more in sync with Connor now, doesn't he?
Again, it complemented his game, didn't it? He had a lot more running threat, didn't he? Which we know that's what he is, isn't it?
As spine players at the moment are out of this world, aren't they? Like, Locke is just having a wow of second half of the season.
Yeah.
I can't keep talking about him because same with Connor. I can't. I'm not intelligent enough to even conjure a word.
But it's not as if he's just doing it against. He's doing it against the top.
He's doing it against them all, everyone, all year. From the moment he came back from injury, and even then, we were sort of saying this guy's going to get better, and he is. Even from way back when he played that first game, we said he's just going to improve, and from that, it's just gone on and on and on and on. And how anyone can—I don't know if anyone does say it, but he is the best fullback in this league.
Yeah. I don't think there's a better
million miles.
I tell you what, though, that Tristan Saylor for Saints has come along as well, hasn't he? And he got pelters all year. But he's not as good as Lockie, I don't think.
No. Can't tie his boots. And then another Jake Connor kick, an amazing jump from Lachy Miller. try.
Yeah. It was, when we scored that, I'm like, we're going to absolutely wallop these.
What was that?
That was first 2 tries, wasn't it?
Yeah.
6 minutes, wasn't it? Yeah, 6 minutes.
I'm like,
12-0 up.
Because you know what it's like at games, and even against, especially against Cas, because they raise the game, don't they? You're a bit nervous, aren't you, beforehand, and you're like, don't know how this is going to go, and you sort of get a feeling for it. Scored them, and I'm like, this ain't good for Cas.
It's going to be
We're on fire, and they're not.
It's going to be a long afternoon.
It was good just to see again that ruthless side, what we haven't seen a lot of times, where we've got on top of a team and actually, gone to town and put some points on.
I really think that's something
we don't often do that, do we?
Yeah, and I think that's something that Brad Arthur's worked on this year.
Well, what he said
as the years progressed.
What he said was, I don't mind them playing like that when we've earned the right.
Yeah.
And we did, basically, because we bossed them. So I didn't mind them playing loose, and there's some skill inside, isn't there?
Chucking it about.
And we didn't make that many errors neither, but because it could be easy for us to throw it around and keep dropping ball and going, it's only Cas.
Which we've been guilty of in past, haven't we? We've been guilty thinking that we've got to play champagne rugby on first tackle, we can score from anywhere. And in them closer games, I think I'll look at home, if we'd have shut up shop and hadn't done that, we'd have probably won game.
There's a couple of games this year where
like
I look back and I'm like, Warrington away.
If we'd have just done this.
Warrington away. We were crap against Saints away though, so I'm not that bothered about that.
Yeah.
But
that 10 minutes, wasn't it? Or am I on about the
You're
cup?
on about cup.
I'm on about the cup.
We were trying to just.
We're playing that many times.
I know, you forget. Don't
I can't remember.
We only played them 6 times.
There's just Hull Care at home and Warrington away. I felt we were better side and we lost.
Yeah.
And if we'd have won them, we're second. It's like,
I'm still there. Prez Cassell scores his first try. As I say, I thought it was absolutely superb.
Yeah,
Palacia's pass was an absolute peach.
It were two great lines, weren't they? Like you said, the pass and the line. He stayed in shape, didn't he? He didn't.
It's held that and just gone.
I cannot believe this is a guy that's played 4 Super League games.
He just to it well.
Just looks ready, doesn't he? Yeah. He looks like Gannon did when he first broke in. In fact, I'd say he looks more ready than Gannon, because Gannon was still slight and a bit.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Certainly in terms of physique.
Well, he just looks ready, didn't he? Brad made him go back on injured, and he's like, he's going to be playing injured at some point.
We need to put him back.
So he went straight back on injured, and he just looks. I can't see him losing his spot. I don't know where.
Like I said, how do you take him out of that team? You can't, can you?
You can't. I was just so proud. As soon as he scored, I just thought that is.
I was buzzing for him, actually.
You could see even that culture and that team environment, they all come straight all over. They knew what it meant, didn't they, for him to get his first Super League try, and he's, like I said, he played well, but just to have that team bonding around him and that stuff, it was great.
He's going to be an absolute superstar.
But Palacia was awesome all the way through the game. But that pass, that's a prop forward, that.
Yeah.
Double pump.
Yeah. Double pump. In the awesome.
But he were awesome. He just didn't stop Palacia. He knew we were short on props.
This is the thing.
He's like, I'm just going to keep going.
I'm going to have to play. I'm going to have to go.
Just keep going.
Super mode, and you're not going to beat me because I'll just play like 9 men instead of.
Yeah, he were outstanding.
It's just, but then when we do get some more forwards back, when his mates come back, like we used to say with Valetsky, innit? We're going to be even stronger.
It's just going to be difficult to drop Presley, innit?
I don't think we can. Unless it's like I don't think we can.
He's made it really difficult for him to drop him.
He's made it difficult, but I think the good thing, and what we can take away from it now, if we get them players back and we've got that luxury of that depth for them forwards, managed in the right way with right team selection, everybody's there, can go out and do their bit, can't they, without having to worry, now I've got to play 80 minutes or I've got to play massive minutes. They can just play shorter minutes, but
how many games are left?
5.
And then the playoffs.
Yeah, the playoffs.
I reckon he could get through.
Well, what it means is you don't have to rush Holroyd back.
Yeah,
you don't really have to.
That's
rush.
a really good. That's a
you
good.
You don't
point,
really have to rush Mick back if he's not 100%.
You can have a week.
I think Cooper Jenkins will be back.
He should be back
this week,
Thursday. I think. Then he says.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, we've got them 3 players to come back in. Unbelievable.
There's a lot of power sat in the stands at the moment in Leeds.
A lot of power in here, isn't there?
There's a lot of power in here as well. And that should be the thumbnail if we did thumbnails.
We're going to start doing it.
I can pull that one on, just blow my head up like that. There's a lot of power in the stands for Leeds, but when we've got a kid, doing a massive disservice there, a young adult like Presley, he's took we've
his
got
chance.
a luxury, if you ask me.
Yeah,
I'm even forgiving his tash. I've forgotten about the tash.
Really? You finally forgiven it?
Forgotten
When you
about the
first
tash.
signed, you were like, you need to get rid of that.
No, you can have what he
when
wants on
weather
his
turns in a
face.
few weeks and it gets windy, it might blow off.
Can grow whatever facial hair he wants for me if he keeps playing like that.
And then you mentioned Ackers earlier, but what a great run, Phil, for Crofts. Goes on a break, goes on an amazing run.
There's
Crofts in.
There's about 100 Salford fans that's left crying now, watching that.
Yeah, the Leeds Red Devils. But no, we're good to see him back, wasn't it? You know, and we spoke about it. He's come back after his injury. He were on bench last week for 80 minutes and never got on, and, you know, Brad justified that and gave him a start, and I think he backed it up with his performance, didn't he? You know, again, you can only play what opposition's in front of him. We know what capable rugby player Andy Ackers is, and that's probably a good starting block for him, really. The only headache for Brad Arthur now, isn't it, is who he picks in that hooking role, because Jared and Ackers are both obviously more, you know, that's their positions, are capable of doing it, but I think you've got to stick with Jared for the time being.
I think what might give Andy the nod to start against Hull KR
on Thursday.
Hear me out. Sorry, Jared. Jared can play a couple positions, so he might be a better bench player because he can come on at 13. Back row. I think he's even played prop.
There are different types of players, aren't there? But I know, you know, what you're saying, Ackers is an out-and-out 9, isn't he?
Because they both came. Jared didn't come on to replace Andy Ackers.
No,
they kept him on, didn't
they?
Both
I quite like actually. I quite like having two hookers on it.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
I know it's not Brad Arthur's thing, but I don't mind it. So it'd be an interesting one, but I don't know. I could see him starting with Ackers on Thursday. You can't.
No.
It'd be interesting because, like you said, you know, Ackers a bit more of a attacking threat, like he showed the other day. Jared a lot more defensive.
Yeah,
does a lot more defensive work. Ackers does his bit, but is that time out? You know, is that going to affect him a little bit or whatever? It's another good problem to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you're going to put Andy Ackers inside, for me, don't put him on bench.
Yeah.
It's almost a waste of a bench spot to me. Because he's not an impact hooker, is he?
No.
He's a good hooker, but he's more of an attacking one. So I think you either start him or, personally anyway.
We shall see. So Croft scored the tap-in, 24-0 after 22 minutes it was. Job done, just absolutely coasting. And then Bentley scores. Beautiful. Was it Ashford, the kick?
Yeah.
Came inside, beautiful kick through. And like you mentioned earlier, he's done that for Newman this year, and Newman's done it for him as well.
I think he was looking for Harry, but Harry
picking his nose.
Bentley beat him for pace.
It was funny when Bentos came on, because he came on, there'd been no penalties.
First thing he did,
didn't he? Penalty away, we were all like, Bentos. There we go. And then he scored. So he scored straight after.
You can't forgive him, can't you?
Quickly forgiven. Ryan Hall scores in the corner. First try for
9 games.
9 games. Did anyone expect that?
I didn't even realise until...
No. I didn't realise that
it's never even been mentioned, has it? I don't think.
No.
I think that's because even though they've scored and we won games, I think that the work what he's been doing is try scoring's there, isn't it?
It's almost as if it's created an illusion of...
He's been doing other things and other real good
it's just not
positives
highlighted.
for the team. It just, like you said, it hadn't been highlighted before.
Although he did look like he were running in treacle when he...
I can forgive him for that.
I bet
we didn't sign him for his speed, did we?
No, I can forgive him for that because, you know, is the best ever in Super League from 20 yards out. He's finishing. But
you're not stopping him, are you?
You're not stopping him from there if he's on the end of a good ball.
He is on the wrong side for wingers as well.
Yeah.
He's on the left-hand side.
Left-hand side wingers will generally get more tries.
Yeah.
Because it's where you're passing.
It's just the way people pass.
Yeah. We're good to see him get a couple, wasn't it? Like you said, and unfortunately for Magsy, he's just extended.
He's dropping further down that Super League. Still not happy about that. Dropping down that Super League try scorer list. No. I just thought when he went over for the first try and it's 36-0 half time, Connor 6 from 6. Like, it's a massacre. Even at that point, you're thinking,
did Jake only miss one?
Yeah,
I think
he
so.
hit the post, didn't he?
Yeah. So even when he misses, he comes close.
And then Hankinson's hit the post and it went in.
Hit the post and it went over.
Yeah, well, you know what? He had a good boot on him, didn't he?
He's a good kicker.
Yeah, stepped up.
He's a kicker.
Just stepped up and
not bad at all. Hanley scores 42-0, 7th try of the game. Connor 7 from 7. Great ball from Gannon to Miller to Hanley. Off at thingy, off at try line, straight through.
What were Gannon doing up wing?
just skiving,
having a rest and then
hitting that pass.
Having a rest and then he's like, oh shit, I've got to...
They'll tell you to plan move. We've been working on that all week. But.
That's when Hall scored again after that. Connor misses first kick of the game.
They've all blurred into one, to be honest.
They have, yeah. 46-0. That's what I thought. I better just keep track of who's done what. And who's scored and who's done what. Just on Gannon, we haven't spoke about him for a while. Chris, what have you made of?
His quality, innit? He's just quality.
But the fact that we've got players like Prez coming through.
It's softened the blow of him leaving.
The blow, don't it? We've got another academy.
I think Presley is a second row, really. Do we need to replace him?
This is
literally
my next question.
I mean, he's outstanding.
Do we have the Gannon replacement right there?
He's 8, 9 out of 10 every game, isn't he, Gannon?
Yeah.
So it's just to be expected, and it is a big loss because he's going to be a superstar.
He will be, yeah, he is, and like I said, New Zealand Warriors are getting a good player out there.
Do you think he'll get a game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's too good not to.
I agree with that. I think he's classy in what he does, isn't he? And
he's an NRL type player as well, isn't he?
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
In stature, in frame,
and just
in quality, in pedigree, height,
but
everything.
Even from when it was announced that he's going, he's had no dip in performance or anything around like that, has he?
Stayed the same.
And he took a knock, didn't he?
Stayed consistent.
And
to be fair,
but
same with Lasoni, confirmed.
I didn't think he were overly good on to his standards that he's been playing at. Yeah, because I thought when he's coming on, he's just going to steamroll and
he's going to rattle through these.
Yeah. But he didn't really. But it's not having a dig at him. I mean, it's hard for players when they're moving on. But I think he seems to have done it with the right attitude, as in, I'm going to leave. Gannon's just a pro, isn't he? So I wouldn't expect him to. No. And we don't begrudge a young kid going to NRL, do we?
No. I mean, we're gutted that he's going, but we wish it's one of those where you it's like Reece Martin. No, actually, I didn't want him to do well. It's like you're gutted that Gannon's leaving, but you wish him all the best.
Yeah, if he'd have gone to Wigan or Saints or something, you'd be like
fuming.
Exactly, we wouldn't have been talking about him, would we?
No, it'd have been like, what was that other kid who left us for Wigan who were crap? What were he called?
Sam Walters.
Watters or somebody.
Yeah, Watters, that were it. Yeah, Adam Watters or something. He were crap.
No, he's good as Gannon. Like I said, he will go well over there.
Yeah, I hope he gets a game. Where am I now? 46-0. Jake Connor scores 22 points on his own. He could have beat Cass alone, couldn't he? Really?
Yeah, just him.
Just Connor versus Cass. It's done.
Not a bad gathering, is it? That for him.
He's got to play for England.
He won't play for England.
It'll be
Harry Smith. Did you watch Harry Smith on?
It's pathetic.
Did you see when he got tapped?
Oh, by
there's been a big thing about
Lewis.
But whether they're saying he were play acting now, aren't they? Just like having a bit of a joke and things.
It's not a good look, though, is it?
No.
He were crap as well.
He were dire.
He is crap.
Mikey Lewis wasn't much better. I thought that were a really poor game to say it was top at table clash, and it gave me a bit of hope for sort of Thursday that I don't think they're as good as the points difference and that.
Yeah,
people may disagree here, but I don't think them two teams are that far. Everyone's been saying the best.
They're not. They're not.
And that game was really poor. They were dropping ball everywhere. Everyone says Wardle's like this mad international world-class centre.
Oh my God.
I haven't seen it for half of this season.
I've never seen it.
He's a good player, but people speak about like Harry Smith and that as though they're these international... Harry Smith was crap. I know you can't just judge it on one game, but...
I think
he is a crap player, Harry Smith.
Too much responsibility on his shoulders.
Should probably clip this for TikTok.
But you're right, and we spoke about it on here before. regardless of what's happened in the past, if we want a chance of beating Australians, we've got to have some dynamic halfbacks.
Michael Lewis should be in there.
What can be doing different things and try, you know what I mean, and not just normal structured rugby as what Eddy Smith likes to play. We need that off the cuff style thing.
If you were the England coach, just in the halves, who would you choose to start against the Aussies then?
I don't think you've out to lose besides, like I said, Michael Lewis, Jake Connor. Purely on the performances of what they've been done this season
100%.
And that threat of having something different. And again, we've spoke on it about here before when we did the England stuff. Sean Wayne's got nothing to lose by including Jake Connor in that England squad.
Well, we're going to get walloped anyway.
No, I'm just on about just the training one, you know.
The training one,
it's a joke.
Get him in and get him around that thing and actually watch him and make a decision.
I think George Williams is a class player. I think Warrington have had a crap year. He's trying to get over to NRL, isn't he?
Yeah, he's touting himself back in it, but
I don't even mind if you've got Jake Connor, George Williams and Michael Lewis on bench.
Yeah.
But anyway, the need to be... I wouldn't play Harry Smith.
No, I wouldn't.
It's just not my type of...
No.
He's not Andrew Johns, is he?
He's like...
Do you know what I mean? He's not...
He's like thingy, isn't he? Mark Sneed 2.0.
He's very... When he's good at what he does. He's very robotic.
He's
about
fine
what he's
for
doing.
Wigan. Mark Sneed for Hull. He's fine for that.
He's playing in that system.
keep him
The
there.
problem is Sean Wayne wants to play a Wigan type system.
Yeah.
He wants to play full.
And that's why he
We
picks
ain't
Wigan type
We
players.
ain't beating Australia with that. We're going to have to do something different.
Which is naive to say that, you know, the England coach is sitting up picking the players who are performing week in, week out.
And
I think you die on your own sword. You fall on your own sword. If you like the team you pick for the World Cup, you know, you pick a crap side, you get knocked out by, you know, a team that you potentially should have beat.
Well, should have beat him.
Exactly. But he's chosen that crap squad, and then if he does it again in Australia, we will get destroyed.
The most telling was it Andy Ackers actually were playing really well for England, weren't they?
Yeah, he was.
And he picked Mickey Mack.
Yeah.
And you're like, what are you doing?
Mickey Mack, Chris Hill, another one, wasn't there?
What are you in that semi-final? And you're like,
Ancient old man.
so I don't know. I just don't see how he's not in the squad.
Do you think anything's going to change? Do you think if
he's not getting picked and he's not playing?
Jake Connor goes on, he's probably gonna win Man of Steel. Let's go full wins Man of Steel, wins the Rugby
I read somewhere
Grand Final award, and Leeds win the Grand Final.
I think Harry Smith, before they stopped showing you points, Harry Smith was on 4 points for Man of Steel. Jake Connor was 21.
So you think even if Jake wins the lot,
It's not happening.
he's still not going to get picked?
I'd just like us to chant his arm a bit and have something different in the
That's
middle
when
there,
we troubled the Australians.
yeah.
Sean Long.
We had people like Sean Long, but even going back further, Andy Gregory. Do you know
somebody
what I mean?
who can see
Scully.
see things a little bit different. And
Ellery
try it
Hanley.
and
Now,
do
I'm
it.
not saying that Jake's Ellery Hanley.
No, but
but what I'm saying
there
is
in terms of gameplay.
something a bit different. We've never beaten Aussies by... Like when we beat him in 2006, was it? When Stuart Fielding got knocked out and Sean Long got absolutely poleaxed.
Yeah, he did.
We won with like Sean Long doing different things, didn't we? And sort of... It wasn't
We're
that
playing
structured.
into their hand if we go and we're just playing a system which is really structured, and we ain't got the players who are capable of playing with their eyes up and looking and playing what's in front of them.
Which I think George Williams has.
Yeah, George
And
Williams
that's why
has.
I'd agree with
Jake
that.
Connor
I do
has,
think
Michael
George
Lewis
Williams...
has. I don't think Harry Smith has.
No, he doesn't. I think George Williams deserves to start.
But with Harry Smith, I'm not dissing him that much.
I am. Let me put on record.
I don't think he's a poor player. I just don't... I don't see it.
He hadn't done it this season, and again, he hadn't had the likes of Bevan French around him and stuff. Quite a lot of time he's been off, and he hadn't had a consistent halfback.
I think that's a really good point.
He's also a
You know,
real petulant git as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And
If it don't go his way, he starts.
Mikey Lewis is as well, but Mikey Lewis will get under the skin. Harry Smith will get under his own skin.
Mikey Lewis
Piss
gets
himself
under
off.
the skin, but he backs it up then with what he does. Whereas Eddy Smith can be a bit petulant, and sometimes he don't back it up because, again, he's playing in that structure. For me, I don't.
But
Jake Connor should be playing for England.
it ain't happening.
But it's never going to happen. And then 75th minute, Cass score. What's going on there?
Biggest cheer of that day, that.
Yeah. And I'm absolutely fuming because I wanted to nil him.
Yeah, it'd have been nice to nil him, but I would, like I said, I was pleased for that young lad at fullback. I thought he was their best
player. That lad who we can't remember his name.
I do apologise.
It's a weird name though, isn't it? Sorry if you're watching, I don't think you will be. But
anyway,
is it Tiddler Tompkins?
Yeah, he took his try well, and Brad Arthur should be making him do some work tomorrow morning for that.
Yeah. What is going on here?
Didn't he sort of say I wasn't that bothered, but the players were?
Yeah. The players were fuming, yeah.
Which is good, isn't it? Really?
It were worth it just for ironic cheers around ground. With Leeds fans who were packed in that end. So
yeah, but you just know that mentality of that Cass fan. It won't be, you absolutely trounced it. Yeah, but you didn't nil us though. It'll be that now, won't it? I'd
have liked to have got it to 70-0.
Emergency pod. Cass scored. I'm not having it. Just on the Leeds fans, I thought that Brad Arthur bedsheet Wolf of Wall Street type banner thing. Yeah. Oh, chef's kiss. Absolutely.
I ain't going nowhere.
Outstanding. I'm going nowhere. It's now time for the stats pack. The attack of the stats.
I've not seen any of these.
No, thanks to the Stig. They make great reading. Thanks to the Stig as always for these. Stig mentioned or highlighted Lucky Miller did not make one tackle in the game.
He didn't need to, did he?
He didn't make one tackle. That tells you everything.
He didn't miss one neither.
No penalties for Leeds. I can't remember last time there was a game where we've not had a penalty. We could just make one up, couldn't we? Celtic Crusaders in 20.
That'll be very rare that
29?
A team that wins by that much
don't get a penalty.
Yeah. It's never happened.
Well, praise to Cass there.
It's cost good discipline, but it's cost they didn't have ball long enough, or we didn't play long enough for them to commit any offences.
They were chasing shadows. Lucky Miller, 63 minutes, 4 points, 231
What,
meters.
in 60 minutes?
63 minutes.
Is there how many tackle busts is that on there? Have you not got that one?
I don't think we have got it, but I've not cut it on here. So just make it up.
15.
15.
Yeah, 15. We all agreed. I'll nod. Ryan Hall, 186. We can say something, sorry.
No?
Oh, sorry. 186 metres. Ash Hanley, 119. Harry Newman, 45. What's going on there? You got a question? What's happened there?
Or injured. I'm surprised he didn't get hauled off early.
Yeah,
but I thought when he went down
bang on his knee.
I thought his hamstrings had gone because he looks
like a
knee on knee.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. Chris Hankinson, 173 metres.
It's a decent knock.
Big game. Brodie Croft, 170.
Wow.
170, 8 points.
Small pitch and all, isn't it?
Yeah. Jake Connor, don't recall Jake getting this, 127. I'm gonna go in and say that's the season high.
How many over 100 have we got?
Oh, loads. Presley, 105.
Wow.
38 minutes.
What shows you?
38 minutes, 105 metres. Jeez.
Absolutely outstanding. 38 minutes, 105.
Does that not tick for when he comes back on though, or is it just
17 tackles? Wow.
I think that's total.
And a try. Come on. We've got a...
It's a good effort. Yeah.
We ain't got a superstar. We've got a wonder kid there. Is he 18? Outstanding. James McDonnell, 96.
I thought Macca was excellent.
Yes, he was. He had a really good game. Really good game. I think he's leading tackles. Morgan Gannon, 178. James Bentley, 133.
They're all going to be knackered.
Sam Lasoni, 105. Oh, and Ben Littlewood. Ever mentioned Ben Littlewood? He's a big boy.
Safe, isn't he? Just
yeah.
Takes some putting down.
87.
Good go forward.
Top tackler was Andy Ackers with 38. James McDonnell, 28. He's always there, though, isn't he? And Bentley, 25.
How little work they had to do in defence there, isn't it?
And then I've got the run meters for Leeds, which was 2,042. And then Cass, 934. Massive.
I know. I think on Sky stuff on missed tackles that had like Cass down for like 43 or 44 missed tackles, and Leeds were about 8 or 9, I think.
They ended on 54 missed tackles, Cass. 16 ineffective tackles.
Yeah.
By the way, the stats we get from the Stig, we never ever do them justice. Ever. We just give out.
We could do a full podcast on the stats.
Pod just on the stats that Stig supplies to us. Leeds had 17 missed tackles. Leeds had 7 errors. Cass had 12. And then what I have taken away from the Stig stats this week is all the meters that each position on the field has racked up. So the back three got 590.
Wow.
It's just the centre's got 164. The halves 297.
That's unusual, that, isn't it?
That's crazy. Do you remember years ago, Cameron kind of said years ago on the pod when we had Austin and Seas, maybe even before that, he said the halves should be averaging. I think he said something about, because you don't have to do much as a half, really, do you, unless you. He used to say, like, I think, don't quote me, like 150 or something. He was like
between them.
Yeah, that's like a
70 odd.
It's rare that they get 100.
Yeah, it's on the. It's a, you know, because I remember
get a breakaway try or something, whatever. But
I think we were having a laugh about Aidan Caesar. I think he got like 8, but then Cameron were like backing it up by saying it's like more around 70ish. But 300. That's essentially 300 from our two halves.
I saw. Sorry to talk about another team totally, but it was a stat that made me laugh, and it was what's that hooker for Warrington? That not the main one. The sign from Wigan.
Danny,
Sam Powell.
He were averaging something like a game, no meters.
No meters. And he were playing.
How do you even
80 minutes.
How do you even do that?
That is a magician.
Well, he must have just been passing ball and that's it.
Wow.
Anyway, sorry, it was just something I read, and I was like, what?
It sticks. And then we got 363 from our edge forwards and loose forward. Props 175, hooker 67, and then the bench 378. So that bench have come on and.
Yeah, it's difficult to take. Oh, but they're good stats to look at, aren't they? I mean, the amount of people over 100 metres.
Outstanding.
Again, it just shows that ruthless side. I think.
Yeah, I love that.
We haven't seen.
We haven't seen. I think it's been coming for a number of weeks now. It's just, like I said, you can only play what's in front of you, and they've done that where they haven't took the foot off at gas, they haven't eased off or whatever. They've got over the top of them and
smashed them
and been clinical in everything they've done.
Because then the rest of the league go, well, Leeds have just done a job on Cass there, so they'll be.
Well, the rest of the league will probably say, well, it's only Cass.
Let's see if they do it against Cass then.
Yeah.
Next up, it's now time to vote for our Lackey Miller Fast Science Player of the Match. But before we choose our votes, we'd love it if you played along at home. You can comment on the top comment or comment below this YouTube video, and let's see if you agree with our selection. We've also got the LotPod forum, lotpod.proboards.com. They now have a vote too, so every week we're going to pop a pack of poppadoms on the forum.
Peter Piper picked a penguin.
Peter Piper picked a penguin. We're going to pop a poll, there we go, put my teeth in, on the forum after every game, and the winner of that poll will count as a vote. So the forum vote.
Tell you what, just on the forum, you highlighted it to me on a WhatsApp. The amount of guests. Was there something like...
We had
380 guests. That's people
guests.
Not registered looking at it.
This weekend.
Which is belting, really, because that'll be some other teams' fans, won't it? So
sign up.
I don't think it's bad for 2 weeks.
It's not bad. Don't be a guest.
Less than 2 weeks.
Sign up.
Yeah, get on. Give us some stick.
It's free to register. Just come and sign up.
Free to give a stick.
And join the discussion. The forum vote is Jake Connor. So that's one vote for Jake Connor. I'm going to tell you now, I'm not saying Jake Connor.
Me neither.
Not saying Jake Connor.
Oh, wow.
Me neither.
Right, so there we go. Do you want to go first, Phil?
Lockie Miller.
You're going Miller, the man.
Yeah.
Producer Chris?
Presley Cassell.
I agree. Absolutely. Presley Cassell. Yeah,
Jack's had enough. It's named after him.
Jake's had enough.
I know. And I would like that because I'm thinking every time I come on, I always vote Jake Connor because it's always been that thing. Or Lockie Miller. But yeah, purely just not having to make a tackle is a great.
I love fullback. I love that. Fullback.
Did you have a good game, love? Yeah, no tackles.
I didn't miss any tackles.
Didn't make any. I didn't miss any. Presley Cassell, congratulations. You are the Lackey Miller Fast Signs Player of the Match. What an absolute wonder kid, wonder bloke you are. Is it Joe Shorrocks?
Yeah.
It is Joe.
Why? What have you written?
I don't know. It just looked wrong.
John.
I'm like, is it Jack? Is it Joe?
He'll have some like out of a Medell farm or Eli or something.
Eli Shorrocks has been rumoured to be signing with us. What's the thoughts there? You kind of said on the pod before the pod, which is still the best pod.
I don't.
You kind of you don't disagree with it.
Yeah, I don't. again, in years gone by, would have said he's a Leeds Rhinos quality player. Probably not. Things have changed since then. Obviously, there's a dire situation going on at Salford.
Oh, blimey, not really.
But I don't mind him as a player. I think
mind him.
I think he's tough. I think he's resilient. He gets through a lot of work. And again, he gets under people's skin a little bit. He did that when he was at Wigan. He certainly does it while he was at Salford. And even while everything what's been going on at Salford, he's still been one of their consistent and top performers. So, again, I'm not... Is he a Leeds Rhino quality or whatever? Proof will be in pudding if he does come. But I don't think it's a bad signing at this point at season just to give us a little bit of more resilience and a boost.
It's not like it's a headline signing, is it?
No.
He's become available because of circumstances. We don't know how long Cam's going to be out.
I was going to say that, yeah.
He's a biggish body, one that he's a good tackler. He don't miss any
We are
tackles.
short on. We've got a few bigger lads sat in the
He misses
stands
same amount of tackles as Lackey.
Yeah.
Not front full-back
And
position.
you know what I mean? It's just, I think you've got to be a bit pragmatic, haven't you, as well?
Yeah.
Like, if a player becomes available, we're a bit short in forwards.
Why wouldn't you take it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be that bothered if it were for next season as well, depending on terms. You've got a salary cap. You need to get players in. And it's all right saying, well, he's going to hamper a young kid. He's not, is he really?
No.
I just think he offers us quite, like you said, he offers a little bit more versatility, a bit more resilience in that position.
A bit more grunt.
And a bit more grunt. And
I mean, we don't know details, do we? So if it's only for end of year, yeah, fine. Well, I don't see... Same with Chris Hankinson, isn't it? It's like, I can see why you've signed him, because he's a bit more experienced. It's all right saying throw kids in, but especially in forwards. I know Presley's gone well, but it could have gone the other way, couldn't it?
He's a superstar, isn't
he?
He's the way he's performed, I cannot keep going on about it, but that's not very often you get a Gannon or a...
No. And
or a
if
Presley.
Joe Shorrocks comes in and he's another option that we've got, keeps some other players on the toes, just bring him in.
What's your thoughts on it?
How old is he? Thank you. You always ask me.
I like
You're so kind, aren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I never do.
He never does. I'm kind of glad half the time. Just pass it over, let them do it. How old is he?
I don't know. Late 20s?
Late 20s, early 30s, or 28.
It's not like he's over ill. It's not
we're
like
at
he's
Wigan
fit.
one and then went to Salford.
I've always quite liked him, actually. But
I don't mind it. I'm not against it. It's kind of... Yeah, I'm not in agreement. Even like producer Chris said, that even if it is to next year, I'm like... It's not that bad.
Do you know what gets me with
heavy,
it as well?
It's not that big a deal.
What I think I'm more sort of like satisfied with it is that we've got someone like Brad Arthur and Ian Blease calling shots and pulling these people in, whereas under bygone eras, I'd have probably gone...
It'd look like a panic signing,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
what are we signing him for?
Yeah.
Whereas you can put it in and go, they must have seen something, or they've got a plan for them when they come in, or they're looking at that bigger picture rather than just try to get somebody in for the sake of getting somebody in.
We've got to trust Gleeson now.
I do. Wow.
So, I mean, look at Jake Connor. I'm not saying Joe Shorrocks is Jake Connor.
No.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is...
I thought you were going to say Joe Shorrocks for Man of Steel 2026.
There you go. Get your money on it now.
I've said it now, so if it does happen,
we all questioned it, didn't we?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
And most of Leeds fans were, whoa, what we're doing. Now, I'm not saying Joe Shorrocks is that, but what I'm saying is you've got to trust Brad Arthur and Ian Blease.
And I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they'll make a terrible signing decision for us.
No.
So that's it. If it had been Ron Smith or
you're looking at
Richard Agar, you're looking at what are you doing
That's
here?
what I'm saying. That's you're pulling them in, and I think even if sometimes the odd time they might get it wrong or whatever, or they brought players on loan, didn't they, and stuff and things like that. From other to like Wallace, and he played for Caston. So when they've come in and they haven't done whatever, they've just got pushed them back out again.
Yeah, said
I think
right.
Again,
Give
we've got
someone
that
else a
faith
go.
and trust
Yeah,
in
sure.
them.
If they're going to come in and take somebody's place that's playing better than him.
No, if they're not doing it, I think they'll just move them on as quickly as they brought them in.
But it's a big chance for Shorrocks as well, because if he's 29, late 20s, he's not going to play for another big side again. This is his one chance, so he might be like, I'm going to take this, and it might become something that perhaps we didn't
The good
even
thing
know.
is, Blease will know him well, won't he?
Carl
Crofty or whatever, Ackers, they'll have all
Hankinson.
spoken.
Bloody hell.
This
Leeds Red Devils, you're right, Phil.
But the thing is, I don't mind it. Salford were a quality
team.
side.
They were.
They just haven't been run very well, have they? So it's all right saying, well, we're just picking their players off. Why not if they're there? Become available.
And it kind of strengthens us. Looking ahead to the Rhinos' next fixture, which is out my teeth in tonight. Hull KR at Headingley. Any changes to the side? We have briefly mentioned it. Are we expecting a Ledsky back?
Thursday night.
Jenkins back Thursday.
I don't know. Again, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to take.
Did you tell us what you'd do with Ackers earlier? Because you did. Did you give us?
No,
Did you give us your? What would you
I
do?
said I'd start with Jared purely. I think. Purely, I think because he's more of a defensive 9, and I think Hull KR are going to throw a lot more attacking shape at us than what Castleford obviously.
Does that Ackers decision that you've just made there? I'm laughing because as if you're the coach.
I'm ready.
Yeah, you got a problem with that? I'll kick you out of this press conference. Is that decision dependent on Ledsky being back, on Jenkins being back, and then we've kind of got that power? Or?
Yeah, again, there's all them. They're all in play, aren't they? You know, the good thing is like you said, with people what stood up on Saturday, we haven't got a rush to throw Ledsky back in. If he needs another week, give him another week. If Cooper Jenkins needs another week, give him another week.
Go for it, yeah.
You know, there's no point risking them and then putting them back further than what they were.
Not this time of the year.
Again, just for purely that reason, I just think that Hull KR will throw a lot more attacking shape at us than what Castleford did. And we might just have to be a little bit tight. And my personal opinion is just that Jared's a better defender than Ackers.
And keep it that way. Any other changes for you? If
Ledsky's fit, he comes straight in for Littlewood. That's it. Job.
Jenkins
Ackers to start. What? O'Connor. I'm not bothered really.
Not bothered, yeah.
But yeah, I reckon they might give Jenkins another week because it was a foot injury, wasn't it? And he rolled it. So if it's not right, don't play him. So I think if Ledsky's fit, Ben drops out. That's your team.
Yeah.
The only 50-50 is Ackers or
Jared.
Again, it don't make or break it for me. That I'd be happy with whatever because they both offer, that somewhat different. But it just depends on what he thinks.
But you've got to start Ackers, haven't you? Like you said.
I think, yeah, you're right. I agree with that.
If they are both,
if they're both
all
in
right,
it.
Well, if Ackers is on bench, can we use him, please, at some point?
But I think. I agree that change what I've said, but I agree for Chris's reasons as well.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? If you are going to play him, don't put him on bench because Jared's a better bench, more impact than what Ackers.
It's quite the luxury that we're talking about, isn't it?
And that's what I'm saying. We've never had it really.
It's quite the luxury we're talking about.
A headache to have.
You know, and former England are still Jared was, absolutely.
Yeah, but
awesome this year.
I think we'll beat them.
Right, here we go then. Let's finish the pod. Prediction, producer Chris.
We'll beat them
by 50.
I think we'll beat them by 12. I think we'll get them.
I think we'll beat them by 10.
I think we'll beat them by 22.
Really?
I might change that
to 32.
Shall I?
I just think that we're getting them at quite a good time. They've possibly wrapped.
Yeah, they're a couple of wins
up.
away, aren't they?
I don't think they've been great.
I feel like we owe them one as well.
I just think with it being at home, we will feel like we owe them one, and I think we might just need it a little bit more than them.
Yeah, they're going to come all fired up out there because we owe them from going to Craven Park and turning them over there.
And then at our place as well. And what were we winning by?
Yeah.
What, 10 points?
Should have won that game.
That's what I'm saying. We should have closed that off. But I think they just offer complete.
I think they'll come out. They'll come out firing because they do.
Yeah.
And I think we'll be resilient. And I think we'll get them.
I'm going to say Leeds by 32.
Good lad. And
thanks to Phil. Thanks to producer Chris. Thanks everybody for watching and listening. If you are listening on iTunes or Spotify, leave us a 5-star review. Just boosts us up those podcast charts more than you'll know. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube as well. You'll be notified as soon as the Danny Maguire podcasts are available. You can also follow us throughout the week on Instagram and TikTok. Just search the Lot Pod. And we will see you all for the Hull KR podcast review. Take care.